Am I lonely? You see, there's a lot of times where I do feel alone. But there's other times where I don't feel alone. And it's just a constant like battle between my head, whether the good and the bad. Am I lonely? Am I not lonely? Am I dealing with something? Is it all just in my head? Is it real? Should I look into it? Should I get help? And I just don't know. There's also times where I wonder if other people like feel the same feelings I do. I see all these other people and they're like hanging out with the friends, hanging out with family. And you see, I do have friends, I do have family, but it's just the fact that I just don't know if I'm the only one feeling this way. Because sometimes it clearly really doesn't look like other people feel the same feelings I do. And it's just a constant battle again with my head. And maybe it's like the camera speaking or like me sitting in front of a camera and not actual people. But sometimes I do feel like there might be a problem within me. Maybe it's just me. So I did what any logical person would do. And I went out looking for answers. We can also all agree that happiness plays a big part in whether you're lonely or not. Alright, introduce yourself.
Well, who's looking at this that doesn't know who I am?
Everybody.
Everybody?
Community.
This going to the whole world?
Yeah, maybe.
The whole
if
world?
I feel like it, I can upload to YouTube.
Oh. I'm Sam's parole officer.
Yup. And what's your last name?
Dickerson.
There we go. Alright, Mr. Dickerson. We're gonna get a little deep, okay?
Oh.
Alright.
Okay.
Do you ever feel lonely?
Do I feel lonely?
Do you ever feel lonely?
No.
I'm still smiling, but anywho. Alright, introduce yourself.
I'm Sophia Fovenkel. I'm a senior. What else?
What do you want to do in the future?
I'm
Where are you going to
thinking-
school?
Where am I gonna go to school?
Yeah,
I don't know. I just looked at Southern. Union's next weekend. Who knows, man?
we'll see. Alright, Sophia, you ready? We're going to get a little deep.
Yeah, I've gathered by the fact that we had to
Yes.
kill the vibe session.
Yes. Alright. Sophia, do you ever suffer with the thought of feeling lonely?
Yes.
And when do you feel lonely?
Just kind of happens.
It
I
just-
don't know when.
All of a sudden?
Like specific
Can you be
scenarios?
in school and feel
Like
lonely?
sometimes I just well, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the times it is.
And do you ever just what do you do to just snap out of it?
I do sports. Sports help. Like
Physical?
yeah,
Get into it.
doing something else. Like when you go to the gym and
Mm.
you stop thinking about it. Sometimes I just cry it out.
Cry it out, that helps.
That's a good one. Cause I mean I know I have friends that do love me.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm just like, dang, nobody wants to be my friend. You have to figure out I feel like having a small circle is good.
Mm.
Cause when you have all these half friends.
Acquaintances?
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get you.
Don't surround yourself with as many people as you can, but rather get good relationships with a few.
The real ones.
Yeah.
Alright, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name's Lizette.
Alright. Alright, the question is, do you ever feel lonely?
Yeah, I definitely do sometimes.
And what do you do to snap out of it?
Snap. I draw a lot, so.
You draw.
Yeah, art has helped me a lot.
Alright, introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Vusa Chuma,
What grade are you in?
and I am a senior.
Alright, Vusa. The question is, do you ever feel lonely?
Yeah.
Alright, introduce yourself.
Alvin Kimunga. I'm a senior at Chisholm Trail Academy.
Alright, the question is, are you happy?
Am I happy? Right now, happy?
In general, do you
general.
feel happy?
In some aspects, I feel yeah, I'm pretty happy. But others, nah. I'm not really happy about all the injuries I have. I try to put 100. Then whenever I get hurt, it's why am I putting all this effort just to get hurt again?
I get you.
So it's that sucks. And then I feel like in my life I'm pretty happy right now.
And was there ever a moment in your life where you are like, I'm not the happiest I could be?
Yeah, there was. Let me try to remember one. I had a family member pass away. That hurt. It's like at the time I was like blaming God. Like, and I pray for protection for all my family members. Like, why do you protect her? You know?
Yeah, I get you.
It took me a minute to get through that. That hurt.
Open up. I was told open up by one of my closest friends. I was going through it. I think it was during the pandemic. I was just not happy. Everything was just miserable. And I was told, open up. Introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Zephanie Perella and I'm a senior.
I'm Yo-Yo, normal, and I'm a senior too.
What would you describe your relationship with yourself in one word, and why?
Bipolar.
Why?
Because sometimes I treat myself really good. I like self-care and all that. But then the next I just treat myself really bad and I get really lazy sometimes and I hurt myself and it's just really bipolar sometimes, which I think is normal in a sense.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'd say bipolar.
I think I'm like self-aware. I'm like not obsessed, but like every time I do something, like I analyze, like, okay, how did that look to me and to everyone around me? How did that look? Like, how was that taken, or was that a good thing to do or a bad thing to do?
And what would you say is your best attribute?
Just kidding. Confidence, I think. I think confidence is my best attribute, or my worst.
Best.
I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty kind person. I'm a pretty kind person to an extent. When people, don't deserve it, obviously. but, yeah, I feel like I'm a pretty kind person. You're not always gonna feel this way. Like, it's not always gonna feel like this. You have happy and sad moments. Everyone knows that, but you just have to get it through your head.
All right, last question. How important do you think mental health is?
Really.
Very.
I feel like mental health is so important because we can break those cycles, and like suicide is like a leading thing in like killing teens in America, I think. But like if we actually talked about how to cope with the emotions we're feeling and like how to deal with everything that's going on in our lives, and like with social media and everything, there's so many things playing into your mental health or like your self-worth that like you can't deal on your own as a teenager, and I feel like we should be talking about it more instead of mental health being such a sensitive topic.
Yeah, I feel like we're lucky in a way that our generation like takes mental health more seriously. Like, there's a bunch of social media outlets and other outlets that you can talk to, and like I love how everyone's always talking about mental health.
All right. Introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Izzy. I'm a senior at CTA and I'm doing the interview with Sam.
Okay, let's just get right into the question. Ready?
Alright.
Are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy.
Was there ever a time in your life where you're like, I'm just not happy?
Yeah.
And what did you do to like snap out of it or like go through it? How long did it take you to go through it?
Took a while. I'm not gonna lie. Took a while. But it's a good process. It can't just go away like that.
Alright, introduce yourself.
My name is Anthony Aguinyaga. I'm a senior at CTA.
Alright. Are you happy?
There's some days where, I'm not, but I think that's with everybody. I don't think anybody right now is completely happy with their life, but I'm content with all the stuff that I have. I'm glad where I'm at, and I wouldn't change anything. So, I guess to answer your question, I am, but then, everybody has those days where you're like, maybe I'm not, but yeah. definitely.
And was there ever a time in your life where you're like, you know what, like, I'm just not happy?
Yeah, there was a time in my life.
And what you do to like snap out of it?
What I do? I guess I just saw life for what it truly was. It's a gift. It's an honor to be alive, to wake up, see things, feel things, have friends, have conversations. It's almost like a crazy stroke of luck that we're here. If you think about it, like, what are the chances of me being born and me meeting all these people and me ending up here? So I guess when I realized that, I was like, maybe life isn't that bad if I just took advantage of it more, how to have more fun out of life.
You see, I feel like we all go through stuff, and clearly we really do. And there's just times where you might feel like you're all alone. There might be times where you feel lonely. There might be times where you just feel like no one else is going with the same things you're going through. And I can't express this enough, that you really aren't alone. There's friends, there's family, and even if you don't have that, which I doubt, there's me, there's the SA members, there's people you still haven't met that are clearly here for you. So don't give up. And again, you're not really lonely. Clearly other people go through it as you. So just relax, open up to people. Start opening up to people. Maybe it like changes your life. It really did to me. And just go along with the flow. Nothing has to be perfect all the time. Just try to be you.